Hello everyone, it's Steve Hall coming to you from Death Valley National Park for my third Death Valley Discovery hiking video. And for this one, I'm going to be sharing a place with you that was discovered and named on February 24th, 2014. The most important botany discovery that I made here in the park along with my friends Tobin and Charlie. So I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this place as I begin hiking up the canyon fan toward a place called Teddy Bear Canyon. To begin this hike, I'm hiking to the east into the northwestern Panamints across a flat portion of Panamint Valley before I reach the canyon fan that heads up toward the mouth of Teddy Bear Canyon. From here to the mouth of Teddy Bear Canyon is about 3 miles, so it is not a short hike. Now, to explain a little bit more about how I came across this place, which became known as Teddy Bear Canyon, I'm one of the few hikers in the world to have spent a fair amount of time hiking and exploring the northwestern Panamints. That's the area in and around Nova Canyon. In fact, I don't know of any other people that have actually hiked Nova Canyon, which is a major named canyon in the range. But Teddy Bear Canyon turned out to be the major canyon just south of Nova Canyon. As I'm hiking across this flat area with lots of drainages crossing it, this is the view looking into Panamint Valley to the north, Cottonwood Mountains, and here the northwestern Panamints, no doubt the least visited area of this range. Not the most pleasant hiking terrain to start out. As mentioned, crossing just washes all the time, walking on a rocky surface, as you can see here. That's sometimes how it is on approaches to Death Valley canyons. Some are easy, some are medium, some are really hard. I would label this under the medium hard. About halfway up the canyon fan from the parking area to the canyon mouth, so just taking a look back, see what was hiked up. Difficult rating has increased of this fan, very challenging walk. And Teddy Bear Canyon mouth is directly in the center there. Continuing to make good progress despite the hard terrain. I can clearly see the canyon's namesake in the distance drawing closer, and I'll explain more about that as soon as I get to that. Just approaching the very first one. Look at this. Healthy teddy bear choya. Magnificent. As you just saw, Teddy Bear Canyon was named for the teddy bear choyas that we discovered here at this canyon, at the mouth and inside the canyon. I'll tell you a little bit more about why that was so significant and important in a bit, but I'm continuing to hike up toward the main area or garden of teddy bear choyas. There is a huge abundance of them, as you're going to see shortly. As I draw closer to the mouth of the canyon, you can see that in the distance there. More teddy bear choyas are appearing on the fan, but the high concentration of them is just ahead. When walking next to teddy bear choyas, you really gotta watch your step. See all of these on the ground? These can jump onto your leg. I know because I had it happen to me and it was excruciating pain. But check out here this teddy bear choya. This one is about 5 feet tall. There will be larger. Let me stand next to this one to show you. Next to this teddy bear choya, this large one, there's a couple smaller ones that have taken root. Very small, just started growing. In fact, look at this one. There's a little red flower poking out there. Here's another one right here that is about 6 feet tall. Lots of them are indeed growing in groups. I've reached what I call the garden area of the teddy bear choyas. Check out the abundance growing all the way up into the canyon mouth. Notice how this one has split off into 2 branches, originating from one trunk right there. Look at this. This is really special. This is the only place in Death Valley National Park where you can see something like this. I'm standing here very carefully in the midst of the teddy bear choya garden. Now, what is it that makes this discovery so significant? Well, when we found these teddy bear choyas 9 years ago, it was the first time that teddy bear choyas were found in Death Valley National Park. Also the first time they were found in Inyo County. And also, this is the northernmost place which they have been found to be growing. The usual range is at least 100 miles to the south from here for teddy bear choyas. So this was quite a surprising discovery for park botanists, and a very special place in view of all of that. What a view looking down into Panamint Valley. On the right here is one that is about 7 feet tall. Some really tall ones growing right here in this area. It's hard for me to walk around here. To be so careful. Don't get stuck by a choya. Just cruising on up a little side canyon because I see some really tall ones. In fact, look at this one. This teddy bear choya is about 8 feet tall. Almost done exploring this little side canyon. Standing next to one more very tall teddy bear choya. They seem to grow to a maximum height of 8 to 9 feet tall here in this area. But wow, what a feeling it is to be here in Death Valley National Park, dwarfed by a choya. I'm now heading up toward the mouth of Teddy Bear Canyon. Spent about an hour taking pictures and videos of the teddy bear choyas outside of the canyon. So now it's time to go into the canyon. As you can see, the whole hillside is covered by teddy bear choyas. I've reached the main wash of Teddy Bear Canyon. That's where it exits into Panamint Valley. Looking up canyon, this is the mouth right here. You can see ahead more teddy bear choyas on the hillside. Heading up the canyon wash here, terrain's a little bit rough. But to this point, it's been about 3 3/4 miles. And I got about another 1.25 miles into the canyon to reach another special spot, which is teddy bear slot number 1, the main slot canyon, which is a side canyon of the main canyon. Really a lot of different things to see here. Just about to head into the fully formed canyon. Inside Teddy Bear Canyon now. Notice these unique ridges here. Northwestern Panamints have a lot of these type of ridges. In fact, nearby Nova Canyon has a lot of them. This is the view looking up the early part of the canyon. At this spot, Teddy Bear Canyon splits into 2 forks, the North Fork and South Fork. Both are main forks. I've explored both of them, but the most interesting stuff is in the North Fork, which is a left turn here. So even though it looks like that is the way to go, I will be turning off into this smaller wash right here and heading up this way. I'm only going to be doing the North Fork today. This is very typical canyon wall scenery in all of the northwestern Panamints. Towering conglomerate rock walls, pretty much in every small canyon in the range. This canyon has a very steep grade to it. Takes a lot of effort to get up this. At this spot in the canyon, there's what I nicknamed the Teddy Bear Pinnacle, because it rises high above the canyon, just as the teddy bear choyas do. And here's a view of it from a little bit further up canyon. As I continue hiking, next up there's what would be described as a large oxbow in the canyon. And at the end of that is the turnoff for the canyon highlight, Teddy Bear Slot number 1. Off to the right, there's another side canyon fork. That's not the main canyon though. Main canyon continues left, or in other words, straight ahead. Nice view looking back down canyon at some of the conglomerate rock sharp ridges. Reached the bend in the oxbow. Continuing up canyon. The grade has not relented. It's been very, very steep. In the distance, I can finally see the entrance to Teddy Bear Slot number 1, which really is the crown jewel of this canyon. Here's some neat twin dry fall chutes. Very high above me. That's how high the canyon wall goes right now. And here's the junction. The main canyon continues to the left, and Teddy Bear Slot number 1 is through this narrow passageway. This is not the slot yet. It's just the entranceway. Kind of a cool little passage though. Just looking up at the entrance to Teddy Bear Slot, and this place is truly magnificent, reminiscent of the towering slot narrows of Sidewinder Canyon. The hike to this point has been about 5 miles to get here, but a very challenging 5 miles. So it's now lunchtime. I'm just going to take a quick lunch break, and then I'm going to go into the slot. Okay, I'm going to head into Teddy Bear Slot now. This is the grand entrance. Truly magnificent. Steep grade still, and some boulders there in the canyon. Teddy Bear Slot comes to an end right here at this major dry fall. A short but towering, spectacular set of narrows here. Here's another view of the major dry fall with the boulder jam or chalk stones at the top. And looking up and out of the slot. What a view. What lighting and colors here. And notice the split in the canyon wall coming straight on down there. And one more view here, looking up and out of the slot at the sky above. Now just before exiting teddy bear slot number 1, as you can see the outside there, there is actually another minor fork right here to go check out. And yes, it has towering narrows too. This is the view here in the side fork. Look at the glow, the canyon. The side fork goes a very short distance just to this double major dry fall. First one and second one in the background. Hope you enjoyed this tour of teddy bear slot number 1, the main slot here up Teddy Bear Canyon. Truly the highlight of this hike outside of seeing the teddy bear choyas. So I'm going to head back down to the main canyon now. I've come out of teddy bear slot number 1 back into the main canyon. That's down canyon leading back to the mouth. But I'm going to head briefly up canyon because just 1/3 of a mile from here are teddy bear slots number 2 and 3. Not as impressive, but since I'm this close, I may as well make another run up there to look at them and capture it on film. The main canyon has narrowed down considerably. The wash undercuts the canyon wall as it rounds this bend here. It's a pretty deep undercut right there. Undercut on the left side. Transitioning to undercut on the right side. Turning out of the main canyon right here. Teddy bear slots number 2 and 3 fork off just through that area in the darkness. Up ahead is the split of teddy bear slot number 2 and number 3. Number 2 to the left, number 3 to the right. I'm going to turn and go up number 2 first. Very nice start to it. Oh wow, this is nicer than I remembered actually. Look at this view straight ahead. Continuing up through teddy bear slot number 2. This has a nice long tight passageway. Just enough curves to keep interest going. And it keeps going a bit, but it looks like it kind of shallows out. I think it's a good turnaround spot for me. Start heading back down canyon. Look at these nice towering conglomerate rock walls. It's pretty cool to think that unknown slot canyons like this exist and are still waiting to be discovered by hikers. Approaching the back to the beginning of teddy bear slot number 2. Very nice lighting here, making the walls glow a bit. And back to the entrance right there. Lastly, head up teddy bear slot number 3. There's a right fork there and see what it has to offer. Of course, I've been up these canyons. This is one of my discovery hikes, but that was 9 years ago. So remembering exact details, it's a bit foggy. That is a nice bend in the canyon right there. That is a really nice view looking back out of slot number 3 there. Continuing up slot number 3, there's some sunlight in the narrows, which alters the view a bit. Look at this big boulder wedged in the conglomerate rock wall. Another smaller one right there. Coming to the end of slot number 3, or so I thought. I saw this drivewall right here. Slot number 3 actually turns around this bend. Couldn't see that from a distance. Nice walls going up. Look at this cool spot in slot number 3. Very neat view. Continuing above that little climb. It's like another little climb. And continues up into the sunlight. I'm going to stop there. That's the end of visiting teddy bear slot number 2 and slot number 3. Both quite a bit more impressive than I remembered them. I'm so glad I made the extra little hike up to see these two. But now it's time to head out and head back down canyon. Just passed by teddy bear slot number 1's entrance, continuing down canyon. But I wanted to mention that was around 6 miles from the vehicle to teddy bear slots number 2 and 3. Quite a long hike. I'm back at the junction with the main canyon and I'm looking up the South Fork. That's where teddy bear slot number 4 is, but it's the least impressive as I remember it. I won't be doing that today. I'm gonna go ahead and head on out of the canyon now. As I pass back through these teddy bear choyas, through this choya garden, just wanted to say this brings this 3rd Death Valley Discovery video to a close. I'm gonna pass the rest of these teddy bear choyas and then continue down the fan back to my vehicle. So hope you enjoyed checking out this amazing place, Teddy Bear Canyon, seeing some of the teddy bear choyas on display here. And I'll be back with more Death Valley Discovery videos. Take care, everyone.